Hi, Larkspur, Corte Madera families. This is your superintendent, Brett Geithman,
I'm Kyle Shaw. I'm the principal at Neil Cummins.
and we're continuing with our video series on partnering with the Larkspur Corte Madera School District. Today's presentation really focuses on communication. This is our commitment to you. We want our communication to be efficient, effective, to be timely. And so we set up this presentation to really go over what are the different avenues of communication and who to contact when. So, before we dive into that, we just really want to stress that we're all on the same team. Our goal is the same as your goal. We want students to have great success and experience very positive student outcomes. So, when we approach communications, know that that's the spirit that we approach those communications. And I think that that's helpful for all of us as we think about reaching out and partnering with schools.
Consistent connection is something we feel like is very important for us. So we have our Sunday weekly bulletin is a new newsletter from each of our school sites from our principals. We also have superintendent district updates, teacher newsletters. All of those different communications come through Parent Square, whether that's through the app or through an email that you receive. Those weekly newsletters are archived on our district and our site websites as too.
Okay, our official channel of communication is Parent Square. We know that some parents use WhatsApp and have different groups for whether it be a class or a team or whatever that may be. But our official channel of communication is Parent Square, and we ask you to use that.
Communicating with your child's teacher is really important, and we always ask that you are really specific about the topics and interests that you want to discuss with them. And the best place to start with that is to have an email communication begin, providing that necessary context. Please be open and honest, be curious and ask the questions, but also be open to the answers and context that may come from the teacher. All this information is really helpful for them to get so that they can collaborate on solutions and next steps with you. That may include a meeting or a phone call, and sometimes this can be continued to be worked on through an email communication that continues.
Now, what if you don't agree with a school decision? So, our first thing that we ask is for you to share specific information and communicate that disagreement respectfully, hopefully with the goal of seeking to understand or to clarify that specific incident or question that you might have. We hope that all remain open to alternative solutions, and ways to move through that specific issue. If that's not possible, we ask that you involve administrators when the issue remains unresolved. That might include requesting a meeting. Sometimes it can also be solved through email, but again, it all depends on the issue itself.
So we've created this cheat sheet, this chain of communication to help you get the answers that you need in the most efficient way. The best place to always start is going to be with your child's teacher if you're at the elementary level, or the school counselor at the middle school level. If you need additional information beyond there and you've gone through that step, moving on to site administrators or whether that's the principal, assistant principal, or the counselor at the elementary schools. Beyond that, next step would be including or reaching out to our administrators at the district office. That may be our Director of Educational Services and Technology, our CBO, or our Director of Special Education. And then next step after that is contacting Dr. Geithman, our superintendent. He is the umbrella that takes care of all of these different spaces in our district. And then after that, if you've contacted all of these different people and still have additional questions that need answering, you're welcome to reach out to our Board of Trustees and include them in communications to answer your questions.
Okay, we set up this email protocol. We're revisiting this. Gosh, we set it up a few years ago, but it's really helpful, we think, for parents, but also for school staff members as well. So before sending that email, oftentimes you can find answers to many questions on the website and/or newsletter. So again, Parent Square is a great resource. If your question remains unanswered, definitely go ahead and send that email. Please know that email is not for urgent matters. So our goal is to respond within 1 to 2 school days. Brevity is for sure more effective. Many of our school staff members receive 100 plus emails a day, and so keeping it brief allows us to respond efficiently and effectively. Following that chain of command that Mr. Shaw just went over is very, very helpful. And then also, when you're moving to that step where you need to schedule an appointment with the principal, we ask that that's scheduled through the school secretary. So they're the ones that actually schedule those meetings. Throughout the whole process, whenever you send that email, it's always helpful to keep it respectful and professional. Please know that staff are not expected to respond to inappropriate or unprofessional communications.
So sometimes you may receive a communication that your child has misbehaved or had a challenge at school. Uh, Please use the information provided to follow up with your child at home. That may include additional conversations, and that may lead to additional information that's helpful to frame next steps for your child. Unified messaging from the school and parents improves that clarity for all of our students and your children. Your child might tell you a different story, and that's an important story to hear. However, please remain open to hearing the full story from the adults at school so we can put all of the information together to figure out how to continue to support them with whatever those next steps may be. Please continue to seek understanding and aim to work as a team. We are always here to support students and all of your children here in Larkspur-Corte Madera. And if you do receive additional information about an incident, please share it because it'll be very helpful for us to frame what the next step should be.
There are many opportunities to engage with our schools, from school board meetings, back to school night, open house, parent-teacher conferences. We hold coffee chats about every 6 weeks or so. We have district committees, surveys, many opportunities for volunteering, our PTO and PTA meetings and events, Spark. There are just so many opportunities, and we really encourage you to get involved in LCMSD schools. To close this out, just really want to reinforce again that we are all on the same team. We're all working towards the same shared goal, and communication is an essential component to that. So, as your representatives from LCMSD, we just want to stress we take these with much seriousness and really try to be as efficient, effective, and timely as possible. Thank you again for partnering with LCMSD schools.